Good morning, student. In this lecture, we first understand the experiment number 8, which is the aim is to compare the SVC and STATCOM in static voltage stability margin enhancement using the PSET software. So here we use the PSET software in which for IEEE 14 bus system, we connect the SVC and STATCOM one by one, and then we see that how these FACS devices increase the voltage stability margin by increasing the power transfer level up to the thermal limits of the transmission line. So we compare both the SVC and STATCOM in this simulation. So we already learned the theory and theoretical comparison between SVC and STATCOM, but here we compare SVC and STATCOM practically by using the software PSET, which is you can install in the MATLAB. So first we understand this PSET software, how to install in MATLAB. So for that, first you search PSET software free download in Google. So you open this link, first link, our system analysis toolbox, and you can find out the number of version of PSET software and download this latest version 2.1.11. So you can get this zip file of PSET. Open this file. And extract all this. Extract all the files of this PSET here. So after that you find out this folder. After extracting this zip file, you get this PSET folder. So copy this folder into this program file MATLAB 2016A, whatever MATLAB you have downloaded, 16, 17. Then go to toolbox and paste this PSET software here in the toolbox. So you can see that here we paste this PSET folder in program file MATLAB 2016A and toolbox. Now open the MATLAB. The MATLAB, set the path. So in set path, go to the add folder and give the path to this folder PSET, which we have copied into this MATLAB toolbox file. So go to the C drive, program file, MATLAB 2016B, toolbox, and give this path. So you can see that this path comes here. Then save this path, then close it. After setting the path, just write down the PSET here in the command window and enter this. So you can get this type of GUI for the PSET toolbox. Now here in this PSET software inbuilt examples of IEEE bus system is given with and without FACS devices. So here in this experiment we understand how this IEEE 14 bus system without FACS devices give the voltage profile as well as give the loading limits, and then after we connect the SVC and STATCOM at the highly loaded bus, and we see that what is the voltage profile and loading of the line with FACS devices. So we first here see the IEEE 14 bus system without any FACS devices. So for that you go into this PSET test, and you can see that here the IEEE 14 bus dynamic model is given here. So first you can view this file or you can load this model directly. So here I load this model and you can see that that comes here. Then after run this continuous power flow. So you can see that here the simulation is run, and you can see that here graph is already plotted here based on the simulation. Then after plot this graph, and here in this IEEE 14 bus system, the bus number 4, 5, 10 and 14 bus, which is a highly loaded bus. So here we measure the graph of voltage at bus number 4, 5, 9 and 14. You can see here we already plotted 4, 5, 9 and 14. So here in this simulation, we select the bus number 4 voltage, 5, 9, sorry, 4, 5, 9 and 14. And then in the x-axis, that is the loading parameter. So this 4 parameter that comes in this y-axis, and this loading parameter that comes into this x-axis. So loading parameter that indicates that as the load is increasing, the voltage is decreasing. So you can plot here, click on this plot. So you can see that here you get the graph of loading parameters with the voltage for the different buses, 4, 5, 9 and 14 bus system. Now you can see that as the load is increasing, as the loading parameter is increasing, then bus voltage is gradually decreasing in all these buses. So that is without any FACS devices. Then you can also measure the voltage profile. So to measure the voltage profile, go into this report. So in this report you can see that here the voltage per unit quantity is given for this IEEE 14 bus system without any FACS devices. Click on this graph here. So you can see that the voltage profile of all these 14 bus, and you can identify here that bus number 4, 5, 9 and 14, at that bus the voltage are lower than the 1 per unit voltage. It means these buses are highly loaded, so that we needs the voltage regulation at these buses to maintain the voltage near to this rated value. So here in this practical we connect the FACS devices at the 14 bus, because at the 14 bus the voltage magnitude is very low as compared to this rated voltage. So you can see that at the 14 bus here, this is a 14 bus at which the voltage magnitude is very low, 0.661 per unit, sorry, 0.6613 per unit. So to increase the voltage level at the 14 bus, here we require the FACS devices. So let's see the model file of IEEE 14 bus system with STATCOM, that is also available inbuilt in this preset software. So you can see that here the D014 STATCOM model. So this model connect the STATCOM at the 14 number bus, and they increase the voltage profile as well as that increase the loading limit of this transmission line, which is connected with the bus number 14. So here we select the IEEE 14 bus STATCOM model, load this, run this continuous power flow, and you can see here the voltage profile graph at the bus number 14. So you can see here at bus number 14 the voltage is increasing up to the level of 1 per unit, as well as you can see this plot of voltage versus loading parameters at bus number 4, 5, 9, 14 and plot this here. So you can see that at bus number 14, this purple line that shows that as the loading parameter is increasing, the voltage across the voltage at the bus number 40 that is remain constant, which is near to the 1 per unit. But for the rest of the bus, you can see that bus number 4, 5 and 9, as the loading is increasing, as the loading parameter increasing, the voltage is gradually reduces. So this is the advantage of using the FACS device at the highly loaded bus. So by this way we can maintain the constant voltage at the highly loaded bus to maintain the voltage regulation. Same way you can connect the SVC at the bus number 14 and increase the loading limit of the line and improve the voltage profile. So here you can see that in this experiment, same way we connect the SVC at the bus number 14, and you can see that this is a V delta curve or V loading parameter graph without any FACS devices. So you can see that as the loading parameter increases, the voltage at all the buses decreases at bus number 4, 5, 9 and 14. But by the connection of SVC at bus number 14, you can see that this blue line here, as the loading is increasing, the voltage at bus number 14, that is remain constant up to the loading limit of 3.7 per unit. After that it reduces. But you can see that as compared to the remaining buses, the voltage across the bus number 14, that is remain constant at high loading level also. So this is the advantage of using the SVC. Same way, at the same bus number 14, we connect the STATCOM. So you can see that that makes the voltage profile almost constant, as we have seen in this graph of voltage profile that maintains is constant. So you can see that by using the SVC and STATCOM, we can increase the loading limit of the transmission line without affecting the voltage stability. But the main difference here between the SVC and STATCOM, you can see here, in the STATCOM connection at the bus number 14, that increase the loading limit of the line more than 4 per unit without affecting the voltage limit. So here you can see that voltage at the bus number 14 with FACS device, that is remain constant even if the loading limit goes above the 4 per unit. But you can see here in case of the SVC at bus number 14, that makes the voltage regulation up to the loading limit of 3.7 per unit. You can see that here up near to the 3.7 per unit, the loading limit, they makes constant voltage profile, but after that you can see that voltage is reducing. As the load increases, voltage is reducing. So it means that as compared to the SVC, STATCOM provides the more voltage stability at high loading condition. So that we already discussed in the theory that the STATCOM provides a high voltage regulation margins as compared to this SVC. So this is a proof of this voltage stability margin increment by the STATCOM as compared to the SVC. So this is all about this practical of comparison between SVC and STATCOM for increasing the voltage stability margin. Same way here you can see that voltage profile at bus number 14 with and without SVC and STATCOM with combination. So here you can see that this is a base case red line that shows that without any FACS device, as the loading is increasing, the voltage at bus number 14 is gradually decreasing. But you can see that with SVC, this blue line that is shows with SVC. So you can see that near to the 3.7 per unit loading, that remains constant, but after that is reduces. But you can see that this green line, this is with STATCOM at bus number 14. So with increasing the loading, the voltage at the bus number 14, that is remain constant. So it means that STATCOM provides the high loading limit. So by using the STATCOM, we can transmit the maximum power through the transmission line without affecting the voltage instability. Now same way you can see that maximum loading point provided by the FACS device SVC and STATCOM. Base case, that maximum loading is up to this 3.97 per unit, and with SVC maximum loading, that is 4.08. You can see that is 4.08 here. After that your system goes into unstable mode. So here this graph where the voltage is reduces, this graph after this peak point, that is the unstable region, and this one is the stable region. Clear? So after this 4.08 loading with SVC, the system goes into unstable mode. So maximum loading is provided by the SVC, that is 4.08, but with the STATCOM that is more than 4.08. You can see that here will remain the constant voltage profile, even the loading is becomes more than 4 per unit. So this is the advantage of using the STATCOM as compared to this SVC with the highly loaded bus to maintain the voltage profile constant. So write down the conclusion after watching this video and submit to me before the deadlines. I hope you understand this practical. If you have any query or doubt, ask the question during doubt solving session. Thank you.